Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the reading. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. If you are new here, then thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a reading for the Divine Feminine Collective. And in the next video that I post, we're actually going to be tapping into the Divine Masculine Collective. So if you're curious about hearing updates for the Divine Masculine as well, then I do recommend subscribing to the channel so you get notified when I post that video also. In addition to getting these notifications, subscribing is also a form of energetic transference, and this does tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. So I saw the number 111 to start off this video, and I also saw in my mind spelled out KNOW, which of course spells the word no, but these also could be letter initials in someone's first or last name. I'm getting something about the color yellow. So I'm going to start shuffling here, but right away I'm picking up messages around a divine feminine collective that is coming into some kind of knowing. And this is causing you to radiate confidence in a newfound way. I'm getting that specifically what you know is your worth, what you know is your value. And this is allowing you to exude this kind of confidence that is literally soul deep, that isn't just surface level or superficial. I'm also getting that this confidence is something that you've been radiating naturally recently. And I keep seeing you entering rooms and then turning heads when you enter the room. So maybe this is an experience that you've had if you are connecting with this reading. But this also could just more metaphorically represent the fact that you are catching the attention of a lot of people, but it's because of some kind of shift that's taken place in your energy. I'm hearing that you've been isolated to be elevated. So for a divine feminine listening with community in the reverse position, you may have actually gone through a period of time recently where you felt very disconnected from your previous forms of community. And I'm getting that the purpose of this hasn't just been to allow you to focus more purely and fully on yourself, on your own growth, but also your community itself is meant to be updated, meant to be elevated to match your elevation in your frequency that I see that you've accomplished. I heard something about artwork, so maybe someone here is an artist. I got the word clay, so maybe someone works with clay, or of course that could be someone's name or something like that. Yeah, I see with Goddess of the Moon upright that you're in this state of really standing out in a crowd. That message has been coming through really strongly in this reading. And I'm getting that this is kind of a two-sided coin, because on the one hand, I'm hearing you have access to a kind of manifestation power that most people do not have access to. And we're most likely going to get into that later on in this reading. But the other side of that coin is that your path can often be really lonely, because many people are going to feel triggered as they sense that you are being elevated. And I feel that that's something you might be going through at this time. You might find it difficult at times to really connect with a new community or try to kind of like fit into a space, because you have this energy that quite simply is just meant to stand out. I'm getting that part of your life struggle, or it's felt like a struggle, but really it speaks to a deeper soul purpose. But what's felt like a struggle is this sense of never quite fitting in. And I'm really picking up on a divine feminine who's always longed for a sense of belonging that she's never really been able to find in this world. And I'm seeing a young child, school age. So most likely, this feeling started in your early years. This sense that wherever you went, I'm seeing someone sitting alone at lunch. So maybe that was literal for you. Maybe you were someone who always struggled to make friends growing up or to really connect socially with your peers. But what I'm getting is that you've always entered into spaces where you've felt as though you've not been able to fit in. But what you are realizing now in your maturity is that the reason you were never able to fit into any of those spaces or environments is because you've always been meant to elevate them, not to fit into them. And it's the same thing when it comes to the effect you're meant to have on people around you. You're not meant to fit into the crowd, to blend in with the crowd. You're meant to elevate the energy of a crowd. And I feel like this is the knowing that you're coming into, whether this was something that you've been able to articulate consciously to yourself, or maybe you're listening to this and you're just realizing, wow, I've had that realization subconsciously, that shift within myself where I've shifted from trying to fit in to really realizing, to knowing that I've always been meant to stand out because I've been meant to elevate the groups I connect with, the places that I enter into, and on the grandest scale, to elevate collective consciousness, to elevate planetary consciousness by being here on Earth, because I get that in the most general sense, you've never quite felt at home on planet Earth. And again, that's because just like with all the rooms you enter into, with all the groups you connect with, you are meant to elevate them. You're meant to elevate the planet as well, not to fit in here on Earth. I'm hearing game changer. It's like you are a game changer for the collective. And that's part of why you incarnated here, to usher in a new era, is what I'm picking up on here. I'm also getting that when it comes to love, romantically speaking, I'm hearing few and far between. So that might speak to someone's love life when it comes to masculine energies. Regardless of whether or not you're currently in a relationship, I feel like there's something rare about the experience of romantically connecting with you. And it's an experience that is reserved for a rare few. I'm literally seeing a table with a couple reserved seats. And it's like there's crowds of people that want to sit at that table with you, romantically speaking, but you may not know that consciously, or maybe you do know it consciously, but I feel that you are being divinely protected here. Those spaces are being reserved for the ones who can really connect with you in your energy. And so there are many people, I'm seeing like a literal bouncer at that table, like someone who would stand outside of a bar or a club, and it's like they prevent people from accessing you or entering in more fully to your presence, especially in a romantic context. Now, I'm curious who this kind of bouncer energy is, this protector energy. I feel like this is someone or a spiritual energy that's very specific for some of you listening. This feels like possibly a male ancestor that has passed. This feels like, for some of you, it could be a very powerful, intense soul connection that you have in this lifetime, even with someone still incarnated. And it's almost like their soul is bouncing out these other energies that are not meant to be connecting with you romantically, but all of this is happening at this unconscious level. Yeah, okay, so for some of you, I'm getting that there will be a divide in the collective here as to how this resonates. So for some of you, this is going to be a specific male relative who passed. This would have been an older relative and someone that you may not have even known in this lifetime, but who chose to be a spirit guide for you, even if you never met them. I'm hearing this may have been someone that you just heard stories about from your parents or your own grandparents or whatever the case is. But this is someone who chose to be not only an ancestor for you, but one of your personal spirit guides after they transitioned. And they are very protective of you. They actually keep I'm hearing a gentle giant. I'm not sure why that's coming through. Maybe that's kind of how they were known in this life. But this seems to be someone who's very protective of you, especially when it comes to your love life. Now, for others of you, this actually is a protector energy in the form of a twin flame, divine masculine counterpart who is still incarnated here on earth. So for that specific group of people, you would be someone who's considered yourself to be on a twin flame journey, regardless of whether you've chosen to physically be in a traditional physical union with this divine masculine. You've had this sense that you're on this journey. And regardless of your level of interaction or physical contact with this masculine, their soul on a higher self level is acting as this protector for you. So at times, this may even be frustrating because you have an intuitive awareness that this is happening, and you can sense often when you meet new masculine energies, it's almost like the energy of your divine masculine twin flame will come in and say, no, you're not connecting with that person. Now, of course, they won't literally say that with words, but it's like something about them seems to block you or seems to sabotage you, or something about the lingering energy of that past twin flame connection seems to somehow get in the way of you connecting with someone new romantically. But what your guides want you to know, if this is the case for you, if this is how it's connecting, is that this is actually a gift and not a curse, even though it can be frustrating at times. If this is happening for you, what this means is those romantic energies trying to enter your life are not truly aligned with you at the highest level. So it's not that your twin flame is trying to block you from being happy in romance or anything like that. It's that this person in their spiritual form, again, they are most likely completely unconscious of the fact that they are doing this. This is something their higher self is doing. Their higher self is blocking misaligned romantic energies from distracting you from your soul's mission here on earth, which again is to usher in this new era. It's like the energy of your twin flame divine masculine here at this higher self level is preventing you from settling. And again, there can be this frustration because we are here not just as soul, but as human. And I feel like at times there can be this feeling of, why can't I just be happy in a romantic situation that, yes, I might be kind of settling for, but also that brings me just enough happiness? Why can't I do love and relationships like most people, where they kind of find someone that checks most of the boxes and they settle down? And just like with every other area of your life, you can't settle in love. The energy literally blocks you from settling because you are not here to settle. You are here to rise, and not only to rise personally, but in your rising to elevate others as well, to elevate collective consciousness. And so I feel, just coming full circle here, part of that knowing that you've been realizing is that knowing that this is why you are here, that you are not here to settle, that you are here to elevate, that many people are not going to understand your path, that you will be a glitch in the matrix to them, and that is okay. Not only okay, but it's beautiful and magical, and it's your path. And I get this sense of you really beginning to embrace this unconventionality of your life story because it's not meant to be conventional. So I'm going to pull a few final cards to get a few messages from your spirit guides and higher self, specifically about your soul's purpose here on earth, because that's been coming through so strongly over and over again. But first, I want to share with you the most powerful tool that I've just developed for divine feminines to really help you supercharge your magnetic divine feminine energy. Because yes, divine feminine in its fully awakened, fully embodied state is incredibly magnetic, not just in love, although you will be extremely magnetic in love when you activate your true divine feminine power. But when it comes to your finances, your work, your career, your life mission, attracting opportunities, and the amazing thing about being the divine feminine is that you are able to attract all of these things, not only super magnetically, but super effortlessly, because divine feminine energy is flow state energy. It's about being in rhythm, in sync with your own higher self, with your soul's blueprint, with the universe, and allowing the higher forces guiding your life to orchestrate everything perfectly ahead of you so that you can just stride into it, flow into it effortlessly and powerfully. And that is what this tool is designed to help you do. It works through reprogramming your subconscious mind, which it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of the energy that we're putting out into the world. So when we reprogram what's happening in the subconscious, we as the divine feminine can shift our energy and become super magnetic really, really fast, way faster than using traditional manifestation techniques. And this tool I've created is called the Magnetic Feminine Energy Subliminal. It is designed to deeply reprogram your subconscious mind to access that divine feminine flow state effortlessly, to not only attract what you desire in love, whether that's a deeper connection with a specific masculine or something else that you're manifesting in love. Yes, it will help you with that, but also it will help you to attract in abundance, success, confidence, and to really flow through your life with ease and grace and beauty. So it's a really, really thorough subliminal. There are 100 beautifully crafted affirmations contained within it that are designed to bypass the conscious mind and leave those deep, lasting impressions on your subconscious mind. Personally, I have seen more results using subliminals over the years than any other manifestation tool I've ever tried. So I'm so passionate about sharing my library of subliminals with all of you through my app, Sound and Soulful. So as you can see on the screen, on this app, I have over 130 subliminals for every area of life. So there are subliminals for appearance, love, money, success, career, confidence, happiness, love, relationships, and so many other things as well. There's so much to explore in the app. And when you sign up for a free trial account, you can access any subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. You can even listen to and read the affirmations while you are listening and create your own custom private playlists. So again, the subliminal that I would most recommend for you is the subliminal I've just uploaded into the app called Magnetic Feminine Energy. So if you already have the app, you can search for it in the app using the search feature. And if you don't yet have the app, you can sign up and try it out completely free. And I will be leaving a link to it in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so let's get a few final messages, Divine Feminine, from your guides. And it's funny, the first card that actually wants to come out is the Hermit reversed. So what I'm getting is you've been in this Hermit phase, and this has actually been your whole life. Your whole life of feeling like you've been in some kind of hermit mode. And I'm hearing there have been times where maybe you've temporarily felt like you were making friends or socially connected, but oftentimes it would feel as though those forms of community were ripped away from you, or somehow they just seem to not last or seem to fall apart. But again, this is because you were being reserved for something powerful, something that's unfolding in your life now. And the thing is, you are actually now beginning to emerge from this hermit phase for the first time in your life. I mean, yes, there may have been those brief phases in the past, but this is something more permanent. It's more of a major shift in your life path, because you are meant to be opening up to the world, sharing yourself in some kind of a powerful way that's going to deeply inspire others. Now, you may have noticed this exit from hermit mode intuitively, because you may have suddenly found yourself actually wanting to socialize or talk to a stranger or make friends with someone or strike up a conversation or put yourself out there in some way. And some of these urges may seem small at first, but they're not, because they're indicating this massive shift. And I'm just seeing this major door creaking open. It's like you're in those early stages of this door starting to creak open, but know that it's going to swing open wider, inviting in more fulfilling social establishment and connection and community in your life that's actually really aligned with you and deeply fulfilling. And I feel like this is actually one of the biggest blessings on its way into your life that some of you may already be starting to experience, but it is going to feel unfamiliar at first because you've been in this hermit phase for so long. Again, I'm getting maybe even your entire life. So I'm hearing trust the shift that you're feeling within yourself. Trust yourself when you get those urges to connect with someone, to meet someone new, to share something with the world. Trust that urge within yourself because it's speaking to something greater that's unfolding in your life. We also have man holding a heart in the upright position. So I see a masculine energy being very stable, open-minded, open-hearted towards you, and also very focused on you. I'm hearing exclusively focused on you. So maybe some of you have already aligned with this person or energy. For others of you, this may be someone completely new. And I imagine this might be something that comes up in that divine masculine reading that I'm going to be doing next. So again, if you do want to get notified when I post that next reading, I recommend subscribing to the channel. Also, let me know in the comments if anything here connected for you personally. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, the link to download my sound and soulful Subliminals app and access the subliminal magnetic feminine energy to really supercharge your feminine magnetism and manifest powerfully in all areas of your life. The link to download the app to access that subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love and light energy. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.